Hey there, green card holders, listen up, because what I'm about to share could directly affect your ability to stay, work, and travel freely in the United States. Starting this August 2025, USCIS is rolling out new changes to the green card renewal and replacement process. And if you're not up to speed, you could be in for unexpected delays, added fees, or worse, travel restrictions. So, what's changing? For starters, Form I-90 just got a major update, and that means new questions, tighter deadlines, and stricter document requirements. If you miss even one small step, you risk having your application rejected or delayed for months. And here's the kicker: USCIS is now testing a digital biometric scheduling system, which sounds convenient. But for some applicants, it's already causing confusion and missed appointments. Plus, processing times? They're shifting, and not always in your favor. If your green card is expiring within the next 6 to 12 months, or if you've lost or damaged your card, this update affects you. Don't assume it's just paperwork. This is your legal proof of permanent residency, and without it, your job, benefits, and travel rights could be in jeopardy. I've broken everything down in this video: what's changing, how to avoid common mistakes, and how to make sure your renewal goes through smoothly and stress-free. So if you want to stay protected and fully informed, make sure you watch till the end. And hey, if this video helps you out, give it a thumbs up so we can keep more green card holders informed and prepared. Let's get into it. Like the video now and stay ahead of the USCIS changes. All right, let's dive into exactly what's changing this August and what every green card holder needs to know, whether your card is expiring soon, has already expired, or even if you're just trying to stay proactive. Because let's be honest, when it comes to USCIS, a little preparation can save you a lot of stress. So first things first, Form I-90. This is the form you use to renew or replace your green card. And yes, it's been updated. As of August 1st, 2025, USCIS has implemented a new version of the I-90 form, and while it may look familiar at first glance, there are some very specific tweaks that could trip you up if you're not careful. The updated form now asks for more detailed travel history, including recent trips outside the US within the last 5 years. They've also added a new section asking about any pending immigration applications, such as naturalization or petitions filed on your behalf. So if you've got something in the pipeline, like maybe you've applied for citizenship, you have to disclose it now. Leaving anything blank or inaccurate can lead to delays or, worse, a request for evidence that slows your entire renewal process down. Now, I know, paperwork is nobody's favorite thing, but here's the deal. This form is your direct line to proving your legal status in the US. If your green card is lost, damaged, or expired, you can't work legally, you can't travel freely, and you might even get turned away at the airport if you're trying to re-enter the US. So when I say accuracy matters, I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just being real. You don't want to be in a situation where you're scrambling because you forgot to check one little box. And that brings us to the second major change: the new biometric appointment scheduling system. Now, up until recently, USCIS would simply mail you a letter with your fingerprinting appointment date, time, and location. Simple enough, right? But starting this August, in selected regions, USCIS is testing an online scheduling system where you'll need to log into your USCIS account and confirm or reschedule your biometrics appointment yourself. It might sound like a small change, but it actually shifts a lot of responsibility onto the applicant. That's you. What we're already hearing from early users is that some people are missing important email notifications because they go to spam, or they don't even realize they need to log in. Others are clicking the wrong buttons and accidentally rescheduling their appointments by weeks, or even canceling them without realizing it. And here's the frustrating part. If you miss your appointment or mess up your scheduling, USCIS doesn't always make it easy to fix. You could be looking at serious delays, and in some cases, having to reapply entirely. So if you're planning to renew your green card anytime soon, especially in the next few months, make sure you have a USCIS online account set up and that you're checking it regularly. And yes, double check your email spam folder too, because as much as we'd like to trust that everything will arrive perfectly in the mail like the old days, we're moving into a more digital age, and that means we've got to be a little more proactive. Now, let's talk about processing times because, wow, this part has a lot of people confused right now. On paper, USCIS still says that the typical processing time for a green card renewal is about 8 to 12 months. But the reality is that number is shifting. In some cases, we're seeing renewals processed in just 4 or 5 months, which is great, but others are stretching well past a year, especially if there are complications, like if your application gets flagged for a second review or if they ask for more evidence. So, what does this mean for you? It means don't wait until the last minute. If your green card is expiring within the next 6 months, the best time to file for renewal is now. Actually, USCIS allows you to file as early as 12 months before your card expires, and with all these changes rolling out, earlier is always safer. But here's another heads up, and this is something not many people are talking about yet. USCIS is becoming much stricter about address updates. If you move and you don't update your address with USCIS within 10 days, you could miss a letter, an appointment notice, or even a request for more information. That's not a small mistake. That's something that could derail your entire renewal process. So if you've changed addresses recently or think you might be moving, take 5 minutes, just 5, and update your information online. It's simple, and it can literally save your case. Okay, now let's touch on something a little more emotional, because for a lot of green card holders, this process isn't just about paperwork. It's about your life here in the United States. Maybe you've been here for years. Maybe your kids were born here. Maybe you've built a career, a community, a home. The green card isn't just a piece of plastic. It's the thing that lets you keep building the life you've worked so hard for. That's why these updates matter. Not because we want to follow every government change, but because staying informed protects your future, your family, and your peace of mind. I totally get that this stuff can feel overwhelming. The forms, the rules, the website glitches, it's enough to make anyone want to throw their hands up. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it alone. Whether you get help from a trusted immigration attorney, a nonprofit organization, or even videos like this one, there are resources out there to guide you. And the more you know, the more confident you'll feel when that renewal time comes around. Also, one more thing. A lot of people have been asking about travel with an expired green card or while your renewal is pending. And it's a really important topic. So let's clarify. If you've submitted your I-90 and received a receipt notice, that notice can serve as proof of your legal status, but only if it's accompanied by your expired green card. USCIS issues a letter that extends your card's validity, typically for 24 months. This means you can still travel, but you must carry both documents together. However, and this is a big one, some airlines or immigration officers might not be familiar with the extension letter, especially outside the US, so if international travel is in your plans and your green card is expiring soon, consider either renewing early or postponing travel if you can. And here's a little tip. If you're ever unsure about your case status, log into your USCIS account and check the tracker. It'll show you where your application stands and whether you need to take any action. Don't rely just on email or paper mail. Things get lost. Log in regularly, and you'll stay in control. All right, I know this was a lot, but I hope it's helped you feel more prepared and less stressed. These changes might seem small on the surface, but they can have big consequences if you're not aware of them. The key is to stay ahead, stay organized, and stay informed. You've come this far. Don't let a paperwork slip up get in the way of your future here in the US. And listen, if this video gave you clarity or helped you understand something you didn't know before, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It really helps this video reach other green card holders who need this information too. And hey, we're all in this together. I'll be covering more updates as they roll out, including news on citizenship processing times and changes to the public charge rule. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on if you want to stay in the loop. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.